Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for May 10th to the 17th, 2024. I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths with me so that we can pull our energy into sync across time and space, wherever you are, whatever time you are watching this. Your energy is part of this field of light that we are building together. 3 nice deep breaths, please. With each breath, dropping into your body a little bit more. Coming home to you. And I invite you to envision a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, going down deep into Mother Earth, grounding you here and now in this present moment. Knowing that this tree root is not only providing you with a solid anchor, allowing you to be here now, but it is also a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I am here with all of your children now and in the future, collectively pulling through this reading of the week for May 10th to the 17th, 2024. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide this in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for our personal and collective highest and greatest good. I call upon my higher self, the higher selves of all those listening, now and in the future, as well as an overlighting angel of communication to be present and facilitate this exchange, ensuring that it happens in the highest and best way possible, and that we cover all that is in our personal and collective heart and mind at this time, to our satisfaction in this window that we have together here today. I'd like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of clarity, of wisdom, of healing, of transformation, of upliftment and peace. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. We set the tone for ease, clarity, wisdom, upliftment, peace, grounding, whatever is uppermost in our collective and personal heart and mind, may it be held here in a good way. And anything that no longer matches these frequencies or is not of the light and love that we are holding here today is welcome to go now. And with that, let's begin. Okay. So Creator, what is it that we need to know for this week of May 10th to the 17th, 2024, for our personal and our collective highest and greatest good? As always, that we may bring our best to life and be all that we are here to be, on purpose, on path, clean and clear, for our good and the good of all those we love in this beautiful planet we call home. So what do we need to know this week, please? Okay, so we're starting with the recent past, or the position of the past, which means energies from our past that are important and relevant to our present and our future. We have initiation, the Ace of Wands, first card of the deck of Wands, which is about creativity, inspiration, and passion, as you probably well know. Aces are like acorns that hold the potential to grow into a mighty oak over time. It's a gradual process for that oak to grow, but it is all there in the kernel of the acorn, ready to be unfolded. And this quality of initiation, this is a sacred vow. This is a coming to life from a very intentional and conscious place, willing to bring our absolute best to the world. Wanting to be all that we're here to be. Wanting to leverage our generative, because it's wands, that creative generative potential, for our own unfolding, which is deeply satisfying, and in service to the unfolding of life itself. So this quality of energy is important into our present and into our future. This desiring to be all that we can be, this desiring to bring forth our highest and our best in service to life, in service to the ongoing evolution of the experience of humanity on the planet. And we have a unique part to play in that. And so initiation is not some random act that we do. It's a very intentional thing. We say yes. We say yes to ourselves. We say yes to our yes. We say yes to walking the path every day with intention, bringing the energy of that through and into the world in every moment with every person. Understanding, it comes with this place of understanding that Our lives are sacred. We are sacred. Every word, every action that we take is sacred. And so, to the best of our ability, undertaking to be that clearing for the sacred in the world, in life at this time. It's a pretty powerful card, and it's rather wonderful, I think. The present card, the Prince of Pentacles. This is fast forward momentum on the level of the material. So changes on the material realm. And, more solar flares this week. So lots of good energy happening, lots of good changes happening in our physiological fields, because earth element is the body. It is all that which makes being in a body so enjoyable and rewarding and satisfying. But it's changes on these levels. So it's changes on the energy of that. It can be, it can mean changes of location. It can mean changes in a state of health. It can mean changes in how we're being with our money and how we're doing things in the world. It can mean changes in a business. All of that kind of quality of movement, transformation, and change, but on the level of the earth element. This is the quality that's in our present environment. This is what we're living into this week. And so realizing that from our generative potential and our desire to be our highest and best, we are actually actively contributing to what the transformations and changes are on the material level. So being mindful of where is our attention going? Where is our focus? What are we generating? What are we getting behind? What are we calling into the world through the sacred act of our attention? It's a big thing. And it's part of the mastery that we are all developing at this time and being called to implement and hold. Okay, near future, Princess of Pentacles. So princesses are pages in other decks, and this quality is of like a new beginning, but it's like a fresh start. It's like a baby. It's new life. It's new generative potential. So changes on the material level are leading to new beginnings on the material level. So we have this initiation, this commitment, this dedication, this willingness to bring all that we are and the absolute best of who we are. And as a result of that, we start to transform reality itself. And that leads to new beginnings from this momentum and this change that we've implemented, that we've started, that we've initiated. So we have this incredible momentum of transformation starting on the energetic realm and descending into matter, which is, one of the incredible things. I mean, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so we are spirit transforming into the material realm. And so this is why this piece is so important. It's connecting to that, to that positive connected source energy that we each have access to. The source of love, the source of light, the source of everything. It is the yin and the yang. It's all of it. When we tap into that generative source potential, which is life itself, and add our focus and directed will to it, we are active and creative components in what unfolds. And we have to be mindful. We have to be masterful. The journey of the initiate is towards mastery. We need to be very conscientious and deliberate about what it is that we are going to be giving life to through our attention. Where are we funneling our energy towards? Because we're nourishing it with our attention. So one of the things we in the Western world tend to do is watch the news. But is that leaving us with excitement, inspiration? Is it taking us in the direction of the world we want to create? Is it life-giving? Is it life-generating? And if it is not, you may want to ask yourself the point of it and whether it's serving you and your unique expression in life. Okay, next thing. The foundation card, why we're having the reading this week, is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen is the feminine, the King would be the masculine, but we have the feminine energy this week of the suit of air, which is the mind, ideas, and action. The Queen of Swords is feminine. She does understand intuition and flow and allowing the unfolding of energy and flowing with it. And yet it is also directed on a very deliberate and mindful and mental level. So the Queen, she is generative, she is creative, she is feminine, she is intuitive, she's all of those good things that the feminine always is. And she's clear-sighted, she sees well, she's rational, she has a plan and she works the plan. This is the foundation card this week. This means that we're not just randomly running off in all directions. It means we need to be thoughtful about what we're doing. We need to be really considering where are we giving our energy and our attention, and leveraging the power of our minds. We don't want the minds to run the show necessarily, but they are part of the whole that makes us as human beings. And they're an important part. And this week, it's important for us to be deliberate, to be thoughtful, to be discerning, and creating a plan forward for ourselves and our part in the world and what it is that we're doing in our lives, in our communities, with others. This foundation is what will allow us to spring forward into generating the new possibilities, the new material reality. But it starts from this sort of place of intuitive clarity, I guess is the best way of putting it. So this is the energy this week. We need to stay clean and clear. We need to see truly. We need to be aware. We need to feel our way. So it's still, the heart is still informing us because it's that quality of feminine energies. But we need to be focusing our attention, our generative potential in good ways so that we can transform the material realm. So what does this mean? It could mean that we are getting involved in the things that bring us to more life and excitement. And as a result of it, it's bringing change into our lives. We might have a business idea. We might have an opportunity to come together and do something different. We might move houses. We might change jobs. We might do things differently. We might start a garden. That kind of earth-centered, materially centered sort of experience, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's really, 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 really important that we understand that. We're spirit in human form. And this human form is ours to mold and change and transform. So it's not just up to a few people to do that. It's up to all of us. And when we each take on our yes and start living our life from this very sacred and devotional and intentional space, we create magnificent beauty, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. All from this deliberate place. Like I said, this isn't a random feel your way. It's like, no, I'm on it. I have this plan. I have this dream. I have this vision, and I'm working towards it. I'm taking these actions because it's important. So this is the quality of the energy for this coming week. Okay, and so with that, let's see what our card to grow on is. Interesting energies. Definitely a sense of building, which is a good thing. We're not here to be passive, but we're here to do it in a body, not just meditate our way. Okay, Creator. What is our card to grow on, please, for this coming week so that we can understand and grasp all that the energy of this reading is about and make the best use of it possible for ourselves, for those we love, and for the good of our communities in this beautiful planet we call home. And so here we have the card of the Four of Hearts. This is the card of reevaluation, of coming back to ourselves and deciding what is important here. What am I holding on to? What am I ready to let go of? So we have this individual, she's sort of taken herself away from the rest of the world to give herself a quiet place to be. And she's got her box of life out. And this box is full of all kinds of things. You could imagine it being full of concert ticket stubs and stamps and old letters and other precious things given over time. And she's going through it from this very intentional and conscious place because her crown chakra is lit up. And she's bringing that consciousness and that life down and through her and into her. And as a result, she's releasing what no longer serves her. She's maybe throwing out a few of those concert tickets because that was fun. And now she is in a different place. And it's okay to let it go now. So this card to grow on this week is just this realization that it's okay for us to check in with our lives and say, okay, am I on target? Is this where I want to be? How is my heart feeling about this? Am I living into my yes? Am I living into my potential? Am I fulfilled? Am I finding my path? Because we all have a path. And what we once thought maybe was the path could be that it's changed. There is such an energy of transformation on the planet. And as we're evolving and shifting, we're realizing that things that we thought were important are no longer important anymore. and that other things are very important and deserving of our attention and our energy. And so from these new places of distinction, we get an opportunity to reevaluate where we are and what we're doing with our life force and our energy. Because like I said before, it's all sacred. We are sacred here on a sacred path and a sacred journey. And so best not to waste our time. Best not to be faffing around out in left field if we don't have to be, when we could be bringing our good to the world in wonderful ways right now. And so what does that mean? What does that mean, bringing our good to the world? It means, what is your yes? What is that collection of things that bring you to more life? Because that is life calling you to more life. That is our purpose. All of us have a unique yes. We are here to discover what it is. We're here to pivot towards it. We're here to say yes every day to our yes. And we're here to pull it into our field and to live on the path of yes, where everything that we want, all the opportunities, all the relationships, all that we're looking for is. And as we take the journey and we begin to walk down that path, it gets easier and easier. And life flows in miraculous ways. And it's marvelous. It's where life is the richest and most satisfying. But if we're not paying attention to our yes, if we're not giving that our energy and our focus, and we're turning the dial down, it means we're turning the dial down on our life force, on our ability to channel life through us, which is sacred. We are all here as sacred channels for the life force, uniquely expressed through our individuality. And it's precious and amazing. So the card to grow on this week is, it's an opportunity to reevaluate. Who am I? What am I about? Where is my yes? And then to start saying yes to that yes, to start lining up with our sacred calling, our sacred vocation, and being a clearing for that in our lives, and noticing how life is rising to meet us when we do that. Noticing how the opportunities come our way. Noticing how the people come towards us. And all of a sudden, we're quite a way down the block, and it didn't take very much effort because we're flowing with the energy of yes. And beautiful new beginnings are happening for us personally, because that's where everything happens. It starts with us as individuals. But the collective field is tremendous because we're here doing it together. So with that, we have a good week ahead of us. It's going to be inspiring. So I encourage you to keep your eyes open and look for the evidence that life is rising to meet you. Because if you look, you will see it. If you look for the absence of it, you will find that too. It's all about where our attention goes. Whatever we're giving our attention to is what we're feeding. It's like Schrodinger's cat or something in physics. Anyway, I won't even pretend to try and explain that because, well, I'm not a physicist, but it's an interesting idea. And if you do know what it means, you can put it down in the description below so the rest of us can feel a little bit more intelligent, sophisticated with that understanding. In the meantime, I wish you a beautiful week. I invite you to close your eyes. Let's take another nice deep breath, and we'll just close the reading together. Such a miracle that we can, with our breath, drop back into these magnificent bodies that we are inhabiting at this time. And we can energize them, fill them with inspiration, and effortlessly move out what no longer serves us because, well, the lungs and the breath are one way of clearing and cleansing. Creator, this is your daughter, Titania. Thank you once again for this opportunity to be here in service to the light, to love, to life, to this greatest unfolding that we have all come to be part of. I ask that you be with us as we initiate ourselves, stepping into the sacred awareness of the magnificence of this life, of this incredible opportunity to be this expression of us in this form at this time, in service to the highest and greatest unfolding that we are all part of right here, right now, that we deliberately chose to come down and be part of and embody for. I ask that we all find what we need, that we all come home to ourselves, that we have an opportunity to reevaluate and rejig our lives in alignment with that sacred path, with that highest excitement, with that inspiration, with the yes. so that we may more easily and effortlessly flow the abundant life force energy through us out into the world, facilitating magnificent unfolding not only for us, but for all life everywhere and for the good of Mother Earth. We are complete. Once again, another week done. Thank you, Creator, for this opportunity to gather and bring our energy together and make this happen. And I'm grateful for you. Thank you for your part in it. And I will look forward to seeing you again next Friday. And in the meantime, I wish you a beautiful week of embracing the sacred, of rejigging, reevaluating and rejigging your direction and pulling through magnificent new beginnings and transformation of the material realm. For now, that's it. Much love and light. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.